Hi, welcome to Take a Break, Take a Breath for Friday, August 21st. I'm Rick Boyer, the pastor of Prospect Presbyterian Church, and Take a Break, Take a Breath is an opportunity for you to pause in your day. It's an invitation to stop all the activity and all the claims on your life for just a moment to center yourself in God, who loves you, who knows you, calls you by name. Today's psalm, as I present the psalms one at a time in each one of these sessions, is Psalm 65. And Psalm 65 is a psalm of communal thanksgiving or praise. It is offering up to God praise for all that God does. And it begins with talking about how God takes care of us and provides for us, and that God even takes the action needed for us to be forgiven, to make atonement for us. In fact, that particular verse, verse 3, is a verse where God is the one who makes atonement, and the word that is used there for atonement or forgiveness is not the one we usually see in the Psalms, but rather the one that's often used in Exodus and Leviticus, where the people are doing that offering of a ritual sacrifice to be forgiven. It then moves to talking about creation and God sustaining creation, and then talks about a particular thing that God does, which is providing rain. The verse that I chose is verse 3. When deeds of iniquity overwhelm us, you forgive our transgressions. God is the one who forgives. God is the one who takes the action to bring forgiveness to us, and it is communal in this nature. Imagine what it would be like if we as a society, as a community, confessed our sin and God offered us forgiveness. Well, in fact, God does offer us forgiveness, but we don't often communally offer up our confession. I invite you to go to a place in your house that is quiet, where you can sit down and be alone and close the door and settle into a chair and relax. Close your eyes, take some nice deep breaths, and as you breathe in peace, breathe in life. And as you breathe out anxiety and frustration and fear. Breathe out all of that stuff. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in God's forgiveness. Breathe out confession. Breathe in God's love. Breathe out all that separates you from God's love. Breathe in, breathe out. With each breath, let yourself be drawn into the presence of God. And imagine the presence of God to be like sunlight that falls on you and warms you and renews you. Feel that sunlight as it lands on your feet and your ankles and your calves and your thighs. Let the warmth of that sunlight melt away the tensions that you carry in that part of your body. Let the muscles relax as they feel that warmth. Feel that sunlight as it falls on your chest and your stomach and your back. Feel the warmth penetrating into those tense muscles, bringing release as it penetrates, melting away the tightness that is there. Feel the warmth of that sunlight as it lands on your shoulders and your arms and your hands. As the warmth comes to those parts of your body, feel the tension and the tightness melt away. Feel the warmth as it lands on your neck, loosening the muscles in your neck. Feel that warmth as it falls on your head and your forehead and your face and your jaw. Feel the relaxation that comes in that moment. You are bathed in the light of God. It shines on you. It draws you into God's presence, into God's peace, into God's love, into God's forgiveness. And so I invite you today to go to in your mind's eye, to a quiet, private room, maybe like a library type room with books around and comfortable chairs. It's cool in that space. How is the rest of the room decorated? What is the lighting like? What are the smells in that room? There's a door there, and the door opens, and in walks God's representative. That could be a woman. It could be a man. The person could be young. They could be middle-aged. They could be older. The person smiles at you, says welcome, and invites you to sit. And after sitting, the person asks, "What's on your heart today? What would you like to talk about?" I'll be quiet while the two of you talk. And then the time comes to say goodbye, and if it's not long enough, just press pause. And the two of you say goodbye in whatever way is appropriate. And you allow that image to fade away, and you bring yourself to the room where you are now. And when you are ready, you open your eyes. Well, let's take a break, Take a Breath for Friday, August 21st. If you want someone to talk or pray with, send an email to Rick Boyer it's rick@prospectchurch.org. If you want to send some feedback, send that to the same place, rick@prospectchurch.org.